Okay, let's take a look at coursework 2. So at the moment, we've got an application where we can pick the place we're starting from. Let's say Edinburgh Haymarket, and where we're going to, and let's say that is Dundee West. And the date, I'm going to go tomorrow. Okay, so we've got 1 adult and 0 child and 0 wheelchairs. Let's take a look at what comes back. So I've got the debug on, and we're looking at the network tab. So when I click on search, you can see here's the data that comes back. And if I preview that data, you can see I have the distance traveled and a list of services. And this first service at 1:03 a.m. If I expand that, you can see I've got the depart time is 1:03. I've got availability here. There are 2 places for bicycles, 34 seats and 1 wheelchair space available. And I've got this prices tab here, which tells me that an adult ticket is £9 and a child ticket is £5. Bicycle is free, concession is free, and wheelchair is free. So let's let's talk about how we might get this data out. Okay, so that's the data we've got. If we take a look at the code, I'm going to go into sources here to look at the code. This is the loop that generates these things here. Can you see that departs there? That's being picked up, and arrives being picked up, and seats free is being picked up. We actually don't want to see the number of seats free. That's not important. What is important is the price. So let's put in price here. And we'll go about calculating the price. The price is in pounds. And so I'm going to make up a variable price. Nope. Okay, I'm changing this directly. That's a crazy thing to do. That won't help me at all. There's no point in trying to change in the debug window. I need to change in the original source. Let me do that again. So seats free, we're not interested in. Price is what we want. And here I'm going to put in price. And I want to calculate the price. So I can say here, let price equal, let's start off with £10. I'm just hard coding it. Save that and hard reload this one. And I change this to, we're going the other way now. We're going tomorrow, and 1 adult. When I click on search, it says price is £10, and I think that probably happens to be correct. Network, and look at the data and the price of that thing there. It is actually, I kind of guessed it right, but that's not right. We can't put in 10. It'll be a different price if it's a different journey. If I change the journey, if I say I'm going from Dundee West to Haymarket, I think the price will be different. Let's take a look. And the price is 9. Can you see it's 9? So now I've got that wrong. So I need to pick out this value here, this adult. I need to pick out that value. Let's see how we can do that. So I don't want price to be that. I want price to be the thing I'm looking at. Actually, let me leave that there, and let's put in a breakpoint. We can watch this happen. I'm going to put in a breakpoint here. And let's do this search again. And it hits the breakpoint, and you can see price is fixed as 10. But in fact, the structure I'm interested in is S. S is a single trip that we're looking at. So this is the structure S. We're inside this loop. So we're running around S of our services. And we've got availability. We can use that to decide whether or not we show the place. And we've got prices here. So I can look into that. I can say prices dot, no, sorry, S dot prices dot adult, for example. And that's the value 9. I've also got S dot prices child. And just to let you know, there's another way of indexing this stuff. So I could say S prices. So this is treating it as if it was a hash. And I can also say adult. Okay, so there are 2 forms. I can either say S prices adult or S dot prices dot adult. Gets me the same value. It works both ways. So that's what I'm after. This is the simple one, and so I'll use that. So price is S dot prices dot adult. Save that, and let's take off the breakpoint and run it into. So I haven't done anything there. Let me reload. So we'll go from Dundee West to Edinburgh Haymarket. We'll leave them tomorrow, and let's do the search. So that's given me the right value. That's 9. It's £9. So I should put the unit in. Let's say £9. Reload that. Try again. Let's go to Edinburgh Airport this time and click on search. That's great. That's £9. Okay, well, that's great if there's exactly one adult, but if there are 2 adults, it's not going to work. If I click on search, if I increase the number of adults, it's exactly the same price. And of course, it should be twice as many. So what I need to do is to multiply this by the number of adults. So I could do that just by saying times, let's put a breakpoint on and see if we can figure it out. Click on search. The value I'm interested in, I want to get this number 2 here, and that is document.getElementById adult.value, right? Because that's an input. And that gives me the string 2. I actually want the number 2, so I need to change that into int.parse, I think it is. Nope, parse int maybe. Parse int. That's more like it. So that's the number 2, and that's what I need to multiply. So I need to go that times that. And that should work for adult prices. Let me reload. And we're going from Haymarket to Dundee West. And we're going tomorrow. And we've got 2 adults, so that should be £18 each time. Let's take off the breakpoint. We don't need that anymore. And there you go. We've got 18 each time. If I put a child in, I think this box is child. Let me inspect it. So that's bicycle, that's wheelchair. Okay, we don't have child, and we don't have wheelchairs. Bicycles don't cost anything, wheelchairs don't cost anything. We should add them. There should also be children in there, but we don't have that. Okay, so we've got a number of adults in there, and we're adjusting to the adults, so that's all good. But we're not picking up prices for children. That's quite enough. Let's leave that there.